Okay. All right. So, heavy burden on your shoulders. You're supposed to move this company forward from what your boss said. How are you going to do that?
Well, I think that it's a very natural evolution for this company, for Blackberry. And I'm very excited to be the global creative director because we really align in very natural ways. And also, there is such the possibility to do endless things together, to create a really an innovative platform that merges entertainment and productivity is much of what aligns the two of us. But what also aligns us is our focus on women, and that's a big part of the BlackBerry usership. And for me, that's a big part of who I want to reach and who I touch. And so us really focusing on both of these platforms. Well, there's many platforms. There's advocacy, but particularly entertainment and innovation, and then women's platforms are like amazing. So today, when I was able to announce my initiatives, which is this full arching, overarching idea of how do we get more women in the tech space, actually, not just as consumers, but as creative people in the space. And so that is what born the Blackberry Scholarship Program, where Blackberry will put women through college full years and also support them in the high school years and support them going through the workplace. So for me, there's many things that align us, and I think it's going to be it's already a natural evolution of how to move forward.
Personally, what can you do in your personal capacity as an artist to achieve this goal?
Well, in this case, I am an artist, but I'm also a businesswoman, and even through my artistic work, I run my business. And so the combination of the two worlds, business and artistic, I think, is what really makes this an innovative experience, and also makes it an experience that is in my world. I think that I have a unique view and opinion on how to bring the two worlds together. And technology is a huge part of all of our lives. As an artist, I use technology more in my everyday life than anything else potentially. And so there's a natural synergy between my knowledge of what I would do, how do I continue to be more creative, how do we continue to make it easy in our lives to access all the people that we need to, that are business, family, people that we want to know or attach ourselves to. So there's a natural way to do that, that's happening already.
Okay, what I think a lot of viewers would want to know is, do you really have an office at BlackBerry? Do you work there when you're touring? How do you juggle everything?
Well, definitely. All things, there's an amount of juggling to them, and I think that's why when I think about the women that use a BlackBerry, that's the reason why we all have our devices, because we're doing many things at many times, and we want it to be efficient and fluid. So I'm not a day-to-day person, so I don't have a day-to-day office where I work at BlackBerry, but I do have an overarching vision for what and how we can collaborate and work together. Then I bring my relationships to the fold, and I'm able to access places and people that maybe they can't, and then they're able to access places and people that maybe I can't. So then together, the way that that we work together, it adds a more wider spectrum. And so I would say that, as opposed to, although we had an incredible meeting in Waterloo just a couple of weeks ago, and we will surely continue to have these type of dialogues and conversations. So I am absolutely at the office, but I don't have an everyday office where I go. I'm able to work from all corners of the world, and I think that gives me that unique perspective that really benefits it.
Okay, lastly, how can you make BlackBerry cool or hip again for the consumers?
My job and what I want to do is really bring relevant ideas to the platform. And I think the coolest part about what's happening is that BlackBerry is reinventing itself. And when you're in the process of reinventing yourself, you are willing to do things, take chances, think in ways that I think most people won't. And so that in itself is a big statement and testament to where the brand is going. So for me, it's really about taking an everyday person's view and bringing it to life, finding better ways to access applications that we use in our lives that would actually serve the BlackBerry platform in a unique way and there for the user, and innovating new things that aren't even alive yet in any other platform, so that there are things that are happening here that only happen here. But majority, the most important thing is for it to be authentic, for it to be true, and for it to really represent everything that it talks about, for it there to be an influence culturally as well, which is why the things that we're doing with the key movement projects and what I announced today today was really creating a grant-based program where artists, just like myself, who have multifaceted visions and ideas, can have the support to be able to bring to life passion projects of their own. This is like a very brand new way of thinking about brand-artist relationships. So I think it's about really influencing the culture around as well, and to really stake a claim as to what Blackberry believes in: women, innovation, entertainment, and really being a platform that has stood the test of time, is the most efficient, and will always be the most efficient, and now can merge all those other things that people look to in their devices that I just mentioned.
Sounds like a very long-term goal that you have there.
It is, actually, and I think it takes time too. It does take time to really build it, and in regards to what you said, on the long term. And I think it should be long term. It shouldn't be something that it's just like, by next month we're gonna do this and that's it. It's like something that's constantly evolving and getting better. It's just the beginning of the reinvention of Blackberry. So this is plans to go on for a long time.
Great. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Nice
I
meeting you, too.
appreciate it. You as well.
Thank you. Okay.